Electoral amendment. 14 Nigerian lawmakers who will decide fate of electronic transmission of election results. Greetings to all my countrymen and women. A happy Sunday to you and a blessed and fruitful week ahead. To my dearest subscribers, returning subscribers, and yet to be subscribers, know this. Take pictures of everything, videos of fun times. You will thank yourself one day. The mind is the most unreliable record of history. Don't listen to people who shame you for keeping records of beautiful moments. Just do it, as with all things, in moderation. Please kindly give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. The Senate and the House of Representatives recently constituted a 7-member committee each to harmonize the different versions of the electoral bill passed by both chambers in July. In July, shortly before embarking on an annual recess, the Senate and the House of Representatives passed different versions of the Electoral Amendment Bill over 2 months after controversy still trailed the passage of the bills. Premium Times reported how the federal legislature passed the legislation amid chaos and disagreement arising from some controversial sections of the bill. One of such sections is Clause 52, which deals with electronic transmission of results of election. A key recommendation from Nigerians, including the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). In passing the bill, the Senate changed the section from "the Commission may transmit results of elections by electronic means where and when practicable" to "the Commission may consider electronic transmission provided the national network coverage is adjudged to the adequate and secure by the Nigerian Communications Commission and approved by the National Assembly. But the House of Representatives retained the original provision. With the 2023 general elections about 15 months away, some Nigerians are still angry with the Senate over its version, which they describe as an attempt to discard the use of electronic transmission of results and ultimately hinder the nation's electoral process. INEC on its part has repeatedly said it is ready for electronic transmission of future election results. Other gray areas. But this is just one of the differences in versions of the electoral bill passed by the lawmakers. Besides the popular Clause 52, there are other major clauses of the bill where the conference committee will harmonize or concur on. They include the following. Clause 5, which deals with annual estimates and accounts, while the Senate version prescribes that INEC submits estimates of its expenditure, income, and payment to the Ministry of Finance not later than August 31st of every financial year. The Act simply prescribes that INEC keep proper accounts and records of each financial year, which shall be audited. Clause 16, which deals with powers to print and issue voters' cards, while the Senate prescribes a fine of 500,000 naira or imprisonment or a term not more than 1 year or both for persons found with more than one valid voter's card. The Act prescribed 100,000 naira or imprisonment for a term for more than 1 year or both. Clause 23, which deals with offenses of buying and selling voters' cards. The Senate deleted a subclause of this section which frowns at persons in unlawful possession of any voter's card, whether issued in the name of any voter or not. The Act retained the subclause. Clause 24, which deals with offenses relating to the registration of voters, the Senate deleted a subclause that criminalized the act of making false statements in any application for registration as a voter. The House retained that part. Clause 50, which is about the right to challenge the issue of a ballot paper. The Senate version reads, a candidate or polling agent may challenge the right of a person to vote on the ground that the person is not registered voter in the polling unit. The House version reads, a candidate or polling agent may challenge the right of a person to vote on such grounds and in accordance with procedures as provided for in this bill. Clause 63, which deals with the counting of votes and forms. The Senate prescribed a fine of 500,000 or imprisonment or a term of 6 months for a presiding officer who willfully contravenes any provision of the section. The House, however, prescribed 100,000 or a term of 6 months. Clause 73, which deals with forms for use at elections. The Senate prescribed 1 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 1 year or both for presiding officers who intentionally announce or sign any election results in violation of the procedure provided in the bill. The House prescribed 200,000 or a term of 1 year or both. Clause 87, which deals with the nomination of candidates by parties, while the Senate passed to allow for direct or indirect primaries. The House allows for only direct primaries by deleting the words of indirect and the clause and other parts it appeared in the bill. Consequently, both chambers have constituted their harmonization committee in line with parliamentary procedures. But please kindly give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. On September 22nd, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan constituted the conference committee to harmonize the different versions of the bill. It comprises 7 members, mostly critics of the use of electronic transmission of results. The House set up its own committee on September 28th, dominated by APC members, which has the majority in the chamber. Most members are opposed to transmitting election results electronically. Abdullahi Yahaya, who is the Senate leader, was named the chairman of the committee. He represents Kebbi North Senatorial District under the platform of APC. The 2-time senator is also the vice chairman of the Senate Committee on Roads and Businesses. He was commissioned for agriculture and natural resources in Sokoto State and later Kebbi State. Mr. Yahaya is one of the lawmakers who tried to sell the idea that Nigeria does not currently have the necessary technological infrastructure in place to use electronic transmission of results in an election, coupled with poor network coverage in some villages across the country. Kabiru Gaya, he is the chairman of the Senate Committee on INEC, who later voted against the use of electronic transmission, earlier recommended by his committee. Ajibola Basiru, he is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs. Prior to his election into the Senate, the lawmaker served as Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Osun State. Mr. Basiru, APC Osun Central, like 2 senators from Lagos State, surprisingly voted against the use of electronic transmission in elections. Danjuma Goje, Mr. Goje is a former governor of Gombe State and a former junior minister in the ambassador administration from 1999 to 2003. He was a member of the PDP before crossing over to the ruling APC. Mr. Goje, who has been in the Senate since 2011, believes that the poor network coverage in some remote areas of the country will leave some Nigerians disenfranchised. Sani Musa, The lawmaker representing Niger North Senatorial District is currently the chairman of the Senate Committee on Senate Services. Shortly after his election into the Senate in 2019, he became widely criticized across the country after he reintroduced the Protection from Internet Falsehood and Manipulation Bill 2019, popularly known as the Social Media Bill. Mr. Musa, like many other northern senators of the APC, voted against electronic transmission. Matthew Orogide is only the member of the Senate's 7-member committee who voted for the use of electronic transmission of results in an election. Uche Ekwenife, a former bank official, represents Anambra Central in the upper legislative chamber on the PDP ticket. The two-time senator is currently the chairman of the Senate Committee on Science and Technology. She was an aspirant for the Anambra governorship election. She, however, lost during the primaries. Mrs. Ekwenife was absent from the plenary when the voting on the bill took place in July. In her defense, the lawmaker said she vehemently argued against the amendment, which she claimed would favor some regions against others, especially in the southeast that has good network coverage. But please kindly give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. What is the harmonization in a duplication? These two chambers do similar, if not the same legislative duties in Nigeria. So why keep the same in existence to continue to milk the country of monies that could be used to employ more people into the service of government? If the southern lawmakers, if they like themselves, make their vote against electronic transmission also with the so-called northern people, then they should be ready to serve the north forever. Please kindly give this video a thumbs up and please click on the notification button for more updates. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.